Yo, what up? It's Beyond the Road podcast. We back again. It's Kwame and your boy Zoe.
What up? What
What
up,
up,
guys?
What up, man? We got a big event coming up. End of the year, UFC 323, man. We got Merab versus Peter Yan, Pantoja versus Vaughn, Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro. Then you got Tada. Then you got Cejudo versus Hayden Talbot.
Ooh,
Those are the ones I'm looking forward to, man. You got Jan on there too.
yeah.
But let's just start from the freaking top, dude. I've been like checking out these fights, and the more I'm looking into it, the like more excited I'm getting, bro. Like you gotta kind of like, see what happened before and the history, and to remind yourself, man. Like you got Merab and Peter Yan here, which they met before, and this is what happened, man. It's like Peter Yan was defending hella takedowns, bro. What was it, like 40 takedowns or something like that? Merab ended up getting like 11, and that's how he won. We were talking about, just you get a couple takedowns. Doesn't matter if you tried 100 times and you got 10, bro. Like realistically, if you did that on a fucking test, you would have failed. But in the UFC, you win the fucking fight.
That's
Which is
true, man.
it's crazy, dog.
Mhm.
So but Peter Yan's a motherfucker, dude. He's a gangster too, dude. Like, let's not sleep on him, bro. Like, he's had some crazy ass fights with Aldo. That was a fucking war, dude. Like, that shit was fucking insane. So this guy can bang it out. He's good at defending takedowns. So I think that's gonna be a very exciting fight. I'm actually looking forward to that because Merab, we also seen him with his judo moves. Maybe we'll see some judo on Peter. Peter's probably ready for that. I'm actually excited about this. This is going to be a close fight, I
It's
think, bro.
interesting for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. So, I mean, like you said with the judo, Merab is the one that said that he started off with judo, right? And then Yan, he's really good with his counters and foot sweeps. The thing I would just like to see is like if Yan is able to take down, say, with Merab with a foot sweep, actually taking advantage of that. I feel like a lot of the fights will get like a sweep, will get a takedown, and then the guys just pop right back up, and then it's back on the feet. So I'm very interested to see how Yan has a game plan for Merab, just because kind of his style. He's going to hold you up against the cage. He's going to try to take you down 50 times. You get back up, he's going to take you down again and just gas you out like that. But I'm really hoping they let the hands fly on this fight, bro. I feel like Yan has probably one of the best. He's probably one of the best boxers in the UFC, if we're going to be honest. So I'm very interested to see what it's going to look like, plus the odds for betting and stuff. I don't know if people are like betting the over on the rounds or the takedowns and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of that is going to be very interesting when it comes to odds and stuff. But what's Merab like? He's minus 485 favorite going into this fight. So this is for a main event championship fight. That is insane, right? So we have to pay attention to that. But Merab is fighting for the third time this year, or he's breaking the record for most fights from a champion this year. So we're gonna see if that weight cut is gonna affect the fight, because if he's cutting weight and say if he's struggling, he looks pretty rough. Every time he cuts weight, I don't know if you've seen that clip on Instagram or something, but it looks like he needs some water and his mouth's super dry. That fool's like cutting a lot. He's cutting a lot. So every time he cuts, it's pretty bad. So we'll see how that looks, bro. What do you think about the fight? Do you have any predictions for this main event?
I'm thinking like the only way to slow down Merab is like you got to get him backpedaling, bro. You got to get him backpedaling. You can't let him come forward. So I think if Peter is put the pressure on him, throw some combos, throw those leg kicks, like you said, get the little leg sweep, and try to beat him up on the ground, bro. That's like the only way Peter Yan wins. Peter Yan cannot just defend 48 takedowns for 5 rounds, bro.
No.
Like that's not going to win you the fight. So he's going to have to take some risk and just move forward. And Merab can take some fucking bombs too. Sandhagen hit him with some fucking nice shots too. And
He did.
I mean, get him to bleed. You got to get Merab to bleed early, dog. Just like this guy,
Yeah.
I see Merab winning by decision, dude. But
Yeah.
I'd like to see something different, and like I like the underdog here, and just to like walk Merab down and make him back up, bro. And like you said, like get that foot sweep on him and just beat him up on the ground, end it real quick, hit him with like an elbow. That would be that would shock the world. But if I'm betting, I'm going 5 rounds on Merab.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to like not bet on that. But I hope to see hope to see something exciting, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure, and
yeah.
I think it's crucial that first round how this fight starts off. I think we're gonna see how the fight's gonna play out right away. If Merab is up a round or two, it's like you're fighting an uphill battle. That was the same thing with Sandhagen. He was down 2 or 3 rounds, and then he almost got put out in round three, I believe. And it was just like fighting your way back. I think that's the toughest part, especially if you're in a match, like going you're down right away. You know, you're fighting like you're losing. And I feel like a lot of these fighters, they lose a lot of their confidence if they get rocked in the beginning of the fight, or they get taken down a bunch. They have to climb back and kind of change up their game plan a lot. So I think this first round is definitely going to be something that we all should be looking out for. So I'm trying to get everybody that I can, bro. Family. I'm trying to like tell people, hey, you watch UFC. I'm out here watching football on the weekend. I'm like, hey, you check out the UFC, check out these things. I feel like the UFC just needs to do better promotion, bro.
Yeah.
I think all of the fans have been saying this. Have better promotion, have some commercials. Didn't Dana White go on like what was it during halftime on Thanksgiving, announcing these fights? Like, you know, just spend some time on some video, some good editing, hype up the fights. We could talk about those fights as well, but we'll get through this main card. But
Yeah.
you know, they made a new fight announcements, but just step it up, man. I'm really hoping with this. I don't even know how much money this Paramount deal was. Was it like 7 billion or something like that? I don't
Some
even.
crazy
No,
amount.
it's like I
Yeah.
don't even know. It's
Billions.
so
Yeah.
if we're still getting the same Instagram live from Dana White talking about this and he doesn't sound excited at all, then he starts talking about power slap, bro. I don't even know. I don't. There's no saving it. You gotta switch it up. But yeah, that's gonna be a great fight, and there's some very interesting fights on this UFC 223 card. Now, I think
Oh, yeah.
the bigger mismatch here is Pantoja versus Van, bro. I think Pantoja has been one of the most dominant champions that we have
Yeah, dude.
had in recent history. You know, as soon as the
Straight
fight goes to
gangster.
the floor, he'll just find the body triangle. He'll figure out a way. He
Anything.
starts the fights off very strong. It's like he lets the opponent know, like, yo, this is high
Uh-huh.
level. We're not messing around. And then
Nope.
once he gets that body triangle, rear naked choke. What do you think about it, bro?
I'm excited. Just every time Pantoja fights, I just want to see him just dominate, dog, and to see how he can win.
Hmm.
But yeah, Joshua Van, his last fight, we were making fun of it. Well, Brandon Royal.
Royval,
It
yeah.
was yeah, it was, yeah, barely know his name, but anyway, yeah, man, they were like blocking with their faces. So we're like, was this a banger or was this like bad defense, bro? Because they were just like, I don't know. Remember, we kind of talked about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was highly entertaining, but I was just like, you can't do that at a championship level, bro. You're like, if Joshua's Van, his plan is to step in there and block with his face, it's not gonna fucking turn out well for him. He's gonna get bop bop bop, and then he's gonna be on the ground in a body triangle. Like, what the fuck happened? It's 30 seconds. Where am I at, bro? I'm on the UFC, and that's what's gonna happen because
Ah,
Pantoja,
mhm.
fucking, you saw what he did to that dude from France,
Yeah.
fucking Kara,
Kai
Kai
Kara
Kara,
France. Yeah, yeah.
fucking walked his ass down, bro. Like, I don't
Yeah, that
think
was
anyone
light
can
work.
beat him, bro. That was like light work. I was like, this fool's like, he's like, give me anybody. Like, I'm just gonna fucking walk him down, dude. So, yeah, he bet the house on Pantoja, bro. Like, it's just like, when is he gonna finish it though? You know?
True. Very true. And the only thing that I have like Van doing well in is like, you know, of course on the feet, but I just feel like whenever Pantoja feels like he's in danger, he's just gonna go for a takedown. And I
Oh
don't know
yeah, you
how
seen how
good.
he slams motherfuckers down too. He'll double leg them. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
So it's like if Van can't handle the takedown, if he just keeps on, if his jujitsu's not there, obviously it's not on Pantoja's level. So he's probably going to do his best to avoid that. But I do think Van has that power in his hands that could like sting Pantoja. Pantoja has a hell of a
He
chin though,
does. Yeah, he
so
does.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be we have to see how much power Joshua Van has in his hands, and maybe he could get like a lucky shot. Maybe he could find an opening when Pantoja shoots a takedown. He could find like an uppercut or something.
Hmm.
But it seems like this is a bigger mismatch, and I'm surprised by the odds here. -238 for Pantoja, +195 for Van. Beyond
Mm,
plus 370, I feel like this is a bigger mismatch than the main event.
interesting. Yeah.
it's just how the UFC is, bro. Like that Royval and Van fight, it was literally razor thin, and he won it in like the last 10 seconds of the fight.
Barely,
Barely.
barely.
So it sucks for Brandon Royval, but I mean
Merab,
This is how he has the shot. This is how these guys are able to make a name for themselves. So he's 25 years old. He would
he's
if
young.
he wins, yeah, if he wins the belt, he'll be the second youngest UFC champion behind John Jones. So he
Damn,
could make history. He could.
he
It's just
could.
like the odds are not looking like it's in its favor, but we're not going to count him out. You know what I mean? So
No, no, no.
that's what we're
Anything can
talking about.
happen. I
Anything could
just don't think
happen.
he doesn't have
Uh,
enough uh MMA. I just seen like the
Experience.
hands, like you can, can he defend a takedown? What's he gonna do when he's on the ground? This fool
Exactly.
got your back. I don't know. And Pantoja just beat everybody, bro. Like who
Hmm.
hasn't he beat in the division? It's just like we're just going in circles at this point. So
Yeah, the division definitely
um
needs work, and I think Moreno is climbing back for that discussion. I'm surprised they didn't give him a
that was a
rematch
good
right
fight.
away.
That was a good fight. That
It
was a good
was.
fight.
It
Yeah.
was. So,
I saw that. I just watched that again. Yeah.
dude, yeah, that I watch that fight all the time. I literally just watched it on Thanksgiving again, just because of how
Yeah.
close it was. It's like it wasn't
Damn.
really just like Pantoja was winning. Then Brandon had some good spots, and then it's like the takedowns, like we talked about earlier, they count so much. So it's like once someone gets a takedown, and especially when it's a close fight like that, you're like, the judges. I just really want to know what the judges are thinking. I wish we could have like a judge come up
Mm,
on the podcast and we're talking like, yo, what are you looking for? Because like once you're watching a fight, you're like you start like who really won that one? So it's like, what do you think the judges are looking for? But yeah, I think Pantoja is gonna get the dub on this
look,
fight. Not kind of Van out, but I do think that's gonna just be a mismatch on the floor. And then the fight before that, we have a 3 round fight with Brandon Moreno and Tatsuro Taira. Taira.
ooh.
Taira's been on a run. He lost to Royval though. Royval has always been in the hunt. Like he's beat Brandon Moreno. He's beat Taira. I think he's had some close fights with a lot of these guys with Van and
Mm,
Tyra's 25 years old. He's
another
very
young
young.
guy.
Another young guy, Moreno. I think he's like 31. So Moreno's still pretty young, but I've been doing more research on Brandon Moreno, and he started training mixed martial arts at 12 years old. His first fight
Damn.
was around 14. So even though he's young, his body has been through a lot of war. So very interested to see. This is where like the experience comes in. This is where like the black belt, starts rolling with that competition purple belt, and start seeing like, who's got it, who's gonna be there, who's gonna beat the person to the punch, and that's why I'm very excited for this fight with Brandon Moreno and Taira.
Yeah, I mean, I just seen Taira.
Hmm.
That fool's got some fucking knockout power, man. He can crack. I saw him knock out that guy.
Hmm.
Uh what was his name? Carlos Hernandez or something. Yeah. And
Okay.
I mean, I don't even who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? But I'm just saying he knocked him out, you know?
True. Yeah. True.
But you know what I mean? Just be real, but it sounded good, but I
Hmm.
don't think that's gonna be enough. That was early in the round. I don't think he's ready for that kind of war, bro. I don't know. I was trying to do some research on this guy,
Hmm.
Tatsuro.
Hmm.
I don't know, bro. I mean, he has a nice record,
He does, and I mean, he went
but
to decision with Roy Val too. So I mean, it's like he's fought good competition for. I'm not counting
yeah,
him out, with the fights and stuff. Especially like if I'm a fan, like say if Charles Oliveira is gonna fight, Max Holloway's gonna fight. Like, I try not to be too like, oh, he's gonna win no matter what. But I do think Brandon has a very good chance of being able to submit Taita or put him in some bad spots during the fight. Brandon has insane cardio, insane pace, high IQ. So I just think that he's going to really show the levels in the fight, and I hope for an entertaining one too. Because Brandon, every time he goes out there, is entertaining. It's not like
yeah,
he's holding these guys down trying to get the dub. He's just really trying to put on a show, and I think that's what a lot of people are big fans of Brandon. Doing that.
same. I think Brandon Moreno takes this. I don't think. I think he's on the way for another title shot, bro. I think he could. He can. I think he can get there.
Mm-hmm. I think
I
so
think he's
too.
got one more in him, dog. At least. I
At
think.
least
I
one
think
more,
so.
like
So
war, like
he
yeah.
can't afford to lose right now. So
No,
see
you
him get
cannot
that dub.
afford to lose.
Can't afford to lose.
Nope. And then we got Henry Cejudo. I think this is a sleeper fight on the card.
Ooh,
Henry
man,
Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. Peyton
jeez.
Talbot is the favorite going into this fight, which I thought it was going to be switched. Okay, I thought Henry
Interesting.
Cejudo is going to be the favorite. Peyton Talbot is going to be the underdog going into this fight. He's beat Felipe Lima. He bounced back after that Barcelos loss, improved a lot on his wrestling. But Henry
Mhm.
Cejudo is an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. Okay, so it's a different level of wrestling, but I do think that Peyton Talbot does have a huge advantage when it comes to height. Henry's 5'4", Payne's 5'10", 6 inches in a fight
Holy
is a
shit.
lot, bro. So there's a big height discrepancy there. I do think the reach is gonna, play very well. Payne Talbot's like best strike is the jab. So I do think that if he's able to find space, sting up Henry a few times on the feet, counter a few of these takedowns against the cage, I do think Payne has a good opportunity to win via decision, or if he just rocks Cejudo and he goes down TKO. So, um,
Yeah. I think he should be able to do that. He should be able to get Henry Cejudo hurt, defend some of those takedowns.
mhm.
Cejudo's he's older, man. He already retired 2 times. I mean,
So can you fill me in on what happened with Cejudo? Like he was double champ, right? And then he retired after being
retired.
double champ.
Yeah, I believe
Oh,
so. I don't even
okay.
remember. Yeah, I
I know
thought
it's
he
been a
just kinda
while
walked
ago. So
away,
I know he like told Dana, "Oh, I need more money." I think it was like around money, right? Where he's like, I need more money." Then he retired. Then he comes back
but then
because
he
I don't know.
then he started losing, right? Or I don't
Yeah.
remember.
So
But
this is the whole Moneyberg situation. It's like this guy's been hanging out with Moneyberg. Is this guy this like what financially is this why he's still fighting? Because if he already retired twice, uh like I don't know if it's just he can't retire for the love of the game, or he just like financially he's like, I need some bread. Let me fight one more time and then I'll wrap it up. But it seems like this is honestly Henry's last ride. So um I don't know.
let me
I
see
don't
when
know.
let me
These
see when the last
retirement
time he's
fights are
got a
hard.
win. His
Yeah,
last win was in 2020
really.
versus Dominic Cruz.
Oh, that was with the knee, right? Oh yeah, I think he's fought Cruz once or twice because
It's
I
gotta be at
remember
least 2 times.
he's fought Mighty Mouse a bunch. No, I think it was that
Damn,
one
he beat
time.
Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, he beat like TJ Dillashaw. Like he was the man, bro. Like he was literally beating everybody. He beat TJ Dillashaw,
Pettis.
Pettis, Mighty Mouse twice
Holy
or
shit.
once. I don't know if he is it twice or
Yeah,
once.
beat Pettis twice.
He beat Pettis twice. You
No,
went to that
TJ.
fight with Merab, right? And Cejudo.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see the fight?
Yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. He just picked him up, walked around with them, said hi to Dana, and then threw him down. That shit was crazy. That's when I didn't really know who Merab was. I was just like, "There's no way he's beating Henry Cejudo."
Yeah.
And nah, bro, he just picked him up, walked him around. I was like, after that, and I saw those guys with those hats, the Merab
Yeah.
hats,
Yeah,
like
Merab hats.
20, 30 of those guys.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, damn, this fool got fucking Georgia out here.
Got the whole
Shit.
squad. That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Because like, going to the fights, you get to
You'll
see
see
all
that.
different types of people, bro. It's like these guys move in like tribes. It's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
snap." They got that energy, so it's like, "Damn, bro." Shit. Imma be there. Imma be at UFC 323. I might bring, like, a Mexican flag or something from Moreno
That'd be
because
cool.
that'd be it's gonna be crazy, so I'm just wondering, like, with these retirement fights, like, do these guys have, like, an extra gear in them because it's their last one? Like, think about, like, a Kobe retirement game, you know? That's what I'm trying to think, like, Kobe get
Or does he play it safe? Yeah.
I mean, we've
Or is
seen
he
some guys go out pretty bad, like, Anthony Smith went out pretty bad.
fuck.
Tony Ferguson, yeah, he lost as well, like, on their last one. Dustin Poirier as well. So, it's
Wait, were you trying to say like going out like Kobe? What do you mean? Like
when Kobe played his last game for the Lakers, he dropped, like, 60 points. Like, do you think that he could just hit this, like, different psychedelic state where he's like, "This is my last one, bro. Like,
fucking
this is how I gotta leave the game like this." That's what I'm thinking. Like, if Henry I mean, if he digs deep and he lands takedowns, it's gonna be hard for Payne Talbot. But I mean, we're gonna really see what that's going to what's going to happen there. And I think the main topic that is like not talked about enough is Barcelos, the guy who beat Payne Talbot. He really hasn't had a shot. He's won his last three, and
mm,
he's like 38 years old. So it's like are they going to give Barcelos an opportunity? So this is a huge opportunity for Talbot if he gets a dub. Maybe he's gonna come up the rankings like crazy if he beats a ranked opponent. I'm sure he will. So it's just crazy. Like if you have a large social media presence, if the fans like you, they talk about you, you're gonna be able to have better opportunities than guys who just fight, and don't have like a social presence. So I think it really shows like the how important it is to be out there doing podcasts, doing media, all that type of
it
stuff.
is.
So it's important. It's a part of the thing that I feel like a lot of fighters have to step it up on that if you really want to grow as a fighter, as a influencer. You're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone and start doing that as well.
Well, like you said, you can't afford to lose, bro.
Can't afford to lose. Yeah, especially with that
So
last fight with the eye poke. Ah, it's rough. It's rough,
so
my
yeah,
boy.
man. That's fuck it. You know, Talbot upset
I'll take Talbot, bro.
rocks. Fuck it. He rocks. This is what happened. He rocks fucking he rocks him. Henry Cejudo gets rocked and falls to the ground, and then he just gets like a ground and pound or some shit. Like he hits
Could
him
see
with
that.
one of those fucking combinations or some shit.
Yep,
But I
I can see
yeah,
that.
fuck. I just don't see Henry Cejudo getting this win, bro. I don't know. Like you said, like I don't know, man. Like, is he really out there training and shit? Like, it doesn't seem
It's
like he takes fighting serious at all. I feel like it's just for a money or some shit.
yeah, I
That's what
thought
I
he was like
think.
40. I mean, Henry's 38 right here.
Yeah,
He's just been fighting for 11 years. So, I mean, he has tons of experience. It's just I'm not sure if I think I've said this before, but this is like a beatable Henry Cejudo. Like this version of him. Like if you
yeah.
fought Henry 5, 6 years
No, it's
ago, there's
different. Yeah,
no way where that's gonna be a possibility. But this fool's talking about fart box with Rampage. Like this guy, like this dude's going crazy. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
is he
Exactly. I'm
locked
like,
in?
I don't know.
So he's
And
going
you
on
said
stream.
Talbot's more locked in, right? Like you have
Yes.
inside info. That guy is he's
You know,
training, bro.
yeah, he was
Well,
on Ariel Hawani talking about like he's like not as posting as much videos, focused on like he was like shooting a movie in Mexico or something like that. During
damn.
that type, and he was like his training camp was somewhere else. He was training in Mexico.
Shit.
So yeah, he's been with the same gym from the beginning, Reno Academy of Combat, I believe.
Oh shit.
So that's the same squad that he started fighting amateur with. He's still with them. So yeah, Reno Academy of Combat. So yeah, I think he's locked in. He's out there doing his thing, and I'm hoping we get to see some good stuff from him, especially on the ground game. If the fight goes to the floor, maybe put up some submission. I really don't see too much submission attempts from Peyton, but we might sneak in a Dars or something crazy, something unexpected. This with the
That would
fights,
be
bro.
cool.
It's like anything could happen. Some dude could slip and fall and hit his head on the floor. Like don't know what could
It's
happen. So
true. It's true.
so that's going to be good, and the rest of the card solid as well. But I do want to talk to you about like the new fight announcements with the championship fights, Justin Gaethje, Patty Pimlet. Like what are you thinking about that? I know that was announced on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was like I always get overwhelmed when that shit happens. I was like, oh, this is too much.
It
Like it
is
was like a banger card. I was like, oh, I can't. It's too much right now. But I'm excited for that, dude. Justin Gaethje and fucking what's
Patty
his
the
name?
Patty.
Patty the Batty. Sorry.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking dope, bro. Like, it's gonna be a good ass fight. But shit, I don't know how that fucking goes. I keep thinking like, Patty's just gonna fucking eventually get on the ground with him and choke him out or something like that. Because I don't know if he really wants to
Possible.
stand up and bang with Justin Gaethje like that. Because that dude's dangerous. But how's Gaethje's chin nowadays? I don't know, bro.
Max Holloway kind of. I thought it was going to be hard for Gaethje to climb back. This is for an interim title. Like, let's not forget, like this is for a belt. Ilya having some personal issues,
Okay,
and he's like, oh, I must take some time off from this first quarter of the year. Interim title belt.
bullshit.
I think this should have been like just a regular fight, contender fight, not for a belt. I just feel like the belt just I don't know. Interim belts, I still don't know how I feel about it. Like Dustin Poirier
Yeah,
was interim champion, Tony Ferguson was interim champion. They just don't. It doesn't carry that weight, that you would like
doesn't.
it to hold. Same thing with the BMF. It's like I feel like if they start playing around with too many belts, it's just gonna be like WWE. You got the Intercontinental, you got the regular championship.
Intercontinental.
I'm trying to think of some other belts on there, but like I don't know, they're gonna start throwing money in the bank, doing some cage matches or something. But I just think it should have just been a regular fight, and like the winner maybe fights Armin, or maybe the winner fights Ilya. We don't know we don't even know what's going on with this whole division. Is Ilya gonna fight Islam? Like, is Gaethje gonna retire if he doesn't get this fight? Like, is that true? Armin Sarukian just beat Dan Hooker. You think he's gonna get the shot? Armin Sarukian thinks he's next. He barely beat Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira wins.
Oh,
Like, what's going on? I don't know.
damn.
This whole thing's like a mess. So it's like, how can we clean this up? And I feel like they kind of fumbled it low key. So I don't know. I don't know what's
Yeah, it's
going on with Ilya.
damn, dude. Exactly. I don't know what's gonna happen. What I did see, what I like is Amanda Nunes coming back. I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
that's cool. I'm a big
Yep.
fan of hers.
Okay.
She's gonna fucking knock out Kayla, bro.
You
This is
think
gonna be
so?
nice. I think
Okay,
she can
I hear a
fucking
lot of
knock
people
her out.
going for Kayla, you know? I
She
think
is
it's
big, huh? I need
yeah.
to see them stand next to each other.
That's gonna be crazy, bro. Because we really haven't had, like, a fight, like, that's so gonna be so physical like that with both of these both of these girls are freaking ruthless. So, I think Kayla Harrison has a judo background. Nunes hasn't fought, I don't know in how many years, right?
Shit. Yeah, I don't know.
But she was, like, considered, the best of all time, up there with, like, Ronda Rousey. I think Joe Rogan in the last Wei Lee fight saying that Nunes is better than Ronda Rousey. I'm not really sure on that, but, what happens if Nunes wins the belt, though? Like, what do you think? Like, it's gonna play out? Like, say Nunes
Uh,
wins. Think she's gonna be able to run the division, or she's like, because she's a little
she
older,
sh-
right?
yeah, she should fucking fight somebody. Who else is in bantam? Damn, she's
Sh
going in bantamweight.
Yeah, but it's, like, cutting a lot of weight.
Fuck. Is Alexa Grasso? No, she's flyweight.
Mm.
I was
You
like,
got
just knock her ass
Juliana
real quick.
Pena. You could take
Just,
Pena
just
any day,
fucking
bro.
knock out Pena for fun. Fucking sell that crowd out. Knock her fucking Shark Tail's ass out. I'll stay and watch that one, dog. Fucking who
Oh,
else I just want to see
yeah.
get their fucking ass just beat?
This division is
Who's in
rough,
there,
bro.
dog? It's
There's
pretty bad.
Kayla's gotta move up. Yeah, there's nothing I mean, no disrespect to these girls, but it's like, bro, like,
That's why she came in.
Macy Chiasson is 7th in the rankings right now. She just lost. Um, so we got Juliana Pena, Raquel Pennington, Norma Dumont, Ketlin Vieira, Yana Santos.
Jesus.
So it's rough, bro. I think it's gonna be hard for
Fuck.
Kayla to make this way. I'm surprised that she's able to even make the way in the first place.
That
I
doesn't
think
even make sense to me
she
at all,
considered
bro.
retiring, I believe, this last weight cut for the championship belt. So
Hmm.
I just think that the division's going through a lot, and I think that the money fights for Harrison are moving up a weight class. Shevchenko got Alexa Grasso moving up just one weight class. Tracy Cortez, Macy
Yeah.
Barber. So those are way better fights. I know it's 10 pounds,
Yeah.
so it's like but I do think Kayla is just that good that she's gonna be able to do that. I even think if she moves up to
That's crazy,
strawweight,
bro.
like she could have a good fight with Mackenzie Dern for the belt. I do think it's very possible. So it's
Yeah.
it's
I
tough.
guess she just really wants that Amanda Nunes fight, right?
Yeah,
Kayla?
that's where
She's
the
like
money's
that
at.
the legacy,
Mhm.
the money. That makes sense.
It does. It does.
Fuck. Strawweight. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. And then we got another fight announced. We had Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez 2. Very controversial on who should have got the belt. The people are saying Lerone Murphy deserved a shot. Movsar Evloev deserved a shot. A lot of people are crying. Diego Lopez went on Instagram saying, "Hey man, just put in some work. You'll be in the spot where I'm at." And it seemed like even Volk was the one like, "Yo, I didn't expect this. I already beat this guy." So it doesn't seem like Volk is too excited either. Like he knows he's going into a war, and this is potentially Volk's last fight. Like this could be his last one in Australia, and it's gonna be sad if Volk just gets like knocked out on his last one. Like I'm sure Volk would want a little easier one to defend the shot because I mean it took a lot for him to beat Lopez the first time. So especially off a rematch, it changes up the whole dynamic of the fight. They know each other
That's
a little bit more.
crazy, dude. Yeah.
So what do you think, bro?
That's exciting, man, to watch that. And Volkanovski's probably like, yeah, Illy's gone. My next fight's gonna be pretty chill and just retire with the belt. Nope. You got this fucking demon coming back with the
Yep, just freaking
fucking
spinning
fucking
elbow.
mullet, fucking hair flying everywhere and shit. Spinning elbows. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, dude. I'm looking at the poster right now. Fuck, it's gonna be fucking dope.
That's gonna be fireworks for sure. I mean, Volk always puts up a great fight as well, but it's just like the opposition that he's had. Islam Makachev twice, Ili,
Damn. Hard,
Rapturo.
tough, tough.
It's tough, and then he gets
Oof.
Lopez, and he gets Lopez again. It's like,
Damn.
brother, give this guy a break. But at the end of
No
the day, I mean,
breaks.
this is what the champions are made of. This is where legends are made. You know what I mean? So it's like,
This what legend.
if Volk gets the dub again, it's gonna be like very tough for Lopez to get another title shot. But on the other hand, if Lopez gets the win, got a new face of the UFC division, and he's gonna, he's gonna sell out arenas. He's gonna put up a show. So anybody worth going against Lopez is gonna be a great fight either way. So it kind of sucks because it's like if I see Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway fight, it's like, bro, like it's a win, but it's a loss at the same time. Because for me personally, I get to see two of my favorite fighters go against each other, so you have to kind of like you feel bad if the other guy loses, you know. So it's kind of like the same thing. I'm a Volk fan, but I'm also a big Diego Lopez fan too. So it's interesting. Them announcing that on
Yeah,
the same day was kind of crazy, and then we have a lot more fights announced. But those are
hella
like the
fights.
ones that stuck out to me. Any other ones stick out to you?
Um, let's see. You got a heavyweight fight. That Waldo guy.
Mm.
He's coming off a
Waldo
win.
Cortez. He's like
Yeah,
flying every month or every week, bro. He's so active now. Even again, I poked. He was back on short notice.
that's gonna be a fun fight. Derek Lewis. It's always fun to see Derek Lewis in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's
just
a
saying some
character, bro.
random shit at the end.
It's
Yeah, it's pretty good.
scripted.
I wonder if he's working out, man. I wonder what kind of shape he's in. He's always trying to come back in better shape, right? So that's gonna be interesting.
I
How
like
come
it.
all the heavyweights are like all fat, bro? Like somebody, I saw a comment about that, and I'm like, fuck. Somebody like on your post, they're like, oh, Gable should just come back, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
nah, he needs a few more. You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
like, nah, there's a bunch of fat people in the heavyweight division for him to fight that are all fucking sloppy, and it's true. You got these guys, they come out professionally in front of the UFC, ass crack hanging out, like
Oh,
big
Chris
ass
Barnett.
belly. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, it's like it's crazy, bro. So I'm like, I mean, heavyweight, you're like 260, 275. It's hard to be 260 lean, bro. Like, let's be honest, you're not gonna have a fucking six pack at very rarely at 260. I mean, but still, it's like, damn, can't be a little leaner, bro. Like, fucking
I
ass
wonder what
crack.
their diets like. I wonder how many calories they consume and like if they do like cardio and stuff. Because that's true. I think the person who's like the most in shape is probably like Tom Aspinall,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
for that
Yeah,
holds the weight pretty well. But all these guys have guts. But like not a lot of them gets.
yeah.
I mean, they do get tired, but you would think
Yeah.
because they're so big, they would get like not do anything. But even Chris Barnett's still doing some stuff. I think he got cut. Now he's fighting for Karate Combat. Uh, after he had his crack hanging out for most of the
they're
fight.
like, they're
That
like,
was
get that shit out of here, bro.
yeah. It's like, "You
Yeah,
go
no
out of
butt
Karate
cracks on
Combat, my boy."
UFC.
Yeah, but Waldo
That's funny.
Cortez, bigger dude as well, but I think, Gable does have a good shot, bro, and I think if they put him out there on the Contender Series, just, like, maybe one fight, if he does the same thing or maybe, does something, entertaining, I think they'll sign him right away, and
Shit.
there's not a lot of comp in heavyweight, bro.
Now that I look at it, you're right.
Yeah,
There isn't.
so I mean, Gable, he's really athletic. I mean, he was doing everything in the NFL, WWE, wrestling. Now he's in the UFC. It's like this guy. He's like his GTA character is maxed out and all this stuff. Like, what else? What is he
I don't
else is
know
he
what
gonna
else
do?
to
He's gonna
do.
do
Yeah.
acting. What is he gonna do? Run for mayor? We don't even know what's going on with Gable. But I mean, he had a highlight of a knockout, and
Yeah.
I think it caught a lot of people's attention. And I think they should,
Perfect.
at least sign him up for Contender Series. And I'd hate to be the other guy, going against Gable for that
That would
Contender
suck
Series
ass.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, gosh, because he's that wrestling instinct is crazy. That fool got a knockout right into a double leg right away. Didn't even realize that he was knocked out.
That was
And
cool.
yeah, so heavyweight division needs some work, but these fights announced are very interesting. And I was curious, bro. Did you see that sparring footage that got released with Alex Pereira? And he knocked some dude out in the
Yeah,
gym.
just knocked that dude out. Yeah, I can't believe they posted that. I was like, damn, I'd be kind of mad if I got posted getting knocked out in the gym.
What was crazy is that I had a dream like the night before that I was like on a cruise ship or something. I was like on a boat. I don't even know. It was like a gym. It was like I don't know, like a cruise ship or something. And Alex Pereira's kid was sparring, and they knocked his kid out. It was like a big
Ooh,
deal. And I woke up I'm like,
damn.
what kind of dream? And then I see on Instagram, Alex Pereira just knocks this dude out uh, in the
You're
gym. And
tripping.
then the thing that bothered me, like, yeah, he posted it, but it was all his teammates like excited or like happy or like for the kid.
Exactly.
That's what like I'm like, bro,
That
that's
was
red
weird.
flag.
Yeah.
That's lame, bro. That's lame. I don't know why they would be
That's what
excited.
made me mad too. Yeah.
So, what do you think, bro? Like, I saw that, I'm like, "Ah, that's whack, bro."
That's lame, bro. That just like, I don't know. I guess like you're around all these people, they film you, they make edits for you, and like I feel like now everybody's looking for the next viral clip, which is fine, but even if it's like hella negative, bro, like knocking out a gym partner, that's supposed to always stay in the gym. Like old school MMA, we used to hear about that shit all the time. John Jones pull up and just fucking start the whole fucking gym, and there's no tape of that because like those were the rules back then. He was like knocking out champions, knocking out boxers. This like you hear all these stories, and then like now it's like all straight to fucking everyone's looking. Yeah, you said laughing at it. I'm just like it's kind of lame. I don't think that's that cool, bro. Unless it was like a crazy altercation where he really wanted to fight, and now he knocked him out, or but it's like, damn, dude, we're just training. Knock this guy out cold, goes viral. I'm just like, damn. So it's just like, I didn't think Alex would do that type of stuff either. I'm like, I thought he would keep it low key, but what are you trying to do with that? We know you knock motherfuckers out, but like,
On
laughing at it,
the
it's like,
highest
bro,
level, yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's,
Is that
what do
guy
you
okay,
expect?
dude?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Like,
know. Like,
yeah,
what do you expect? Like, yeah,
yeah.
like, when you go train with these guys, like, it's like you wanna give them the respect, like, you don't want it didn't seem like he was going, like, crazy, like,
Nah, not really,
disrespectful, where
right?
he was, like,
Yeah,
kinda smiling. I thought I saw a smile in there, and he was going for the body, and then it's like, boom, boom, and then, like, I heard someone saying, "5 seconds left," and I think maybe that's what, maybe
triggered
sparked
him.
Alex, or was like, "You know what? Imma get it, buzzer beater." He goes up top, knocks this dude out, and everybody's, like, jumping, "Ha, ha, ha." Like, it's like, bro, it's like that if that's your teammate, like, it really
Damn.
showed, like, your true colors. Like, these guys really don't care
Nah.
about the other homies. They wanna see, like, "Oh, let's put the champion against some random dude here." And we're like, "What do you expect, bro?" It's like, yeah, I wonder what Alex, I mean, he probably doesn't even care, but, like, it's like, why do that? I get it, like, bro, simulate these fights, have your knockout power, but, like, maybe against, someone who's, like, closer to his level, but,
Yeah.
you know, there's definitely some controversial takes on there. I was questioning him, like, why do you even do that? Like, what caused him to do that? Maybe there's some, other stuff. Maybe he was talking online and other stuff
Maybe.
like that. But there's stuff we don't know. But we're making assumptions here. I just thought it was kind of weak for the teammates to be like, oh, like flexing on him, like, oh, bro, this fool's passed out unconscious, and he's like laughing at him. It's like, imagine you
Everyone
wake up
takes
and everybody's just
selfies.
laughing at you. It's just like,
Bro.
no, that's terrible.
Well,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
imagine being in the gym, even jujitsu, and you get fucking choked out
Yeah,
and you go to
choked out.
sleep, and everyone's filming you, laughing, your whole team, like, and then you get posted and you get millions of views. It's like
Yeah,
you're just like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, like,
it's kind of
yeah,
fucked,
no,
kind of fucked up. But oh,
very.
speaking of the viral video we talked about last week, I found out more
Okay.
information on it. I
Okay,
forgot to
okay.
tell you. So the purple belt that choked out the black belt, and then you had the black belt beating up, trying to swing on the purple belt. And
Mhm,
that whole situation, I found one with audio, and it sounded like the black belt was saying that he was cranking his neck, and that's why he got mad and started swinging on him because it was a crank.
mhm.
So I'm like, I don't know. That was still kind of dumb, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
That
there's
doesn't
no
justify
reason,
shit. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
it didn't justify shit. So we're like, and some guy was talking about it, but yeah, man. So he cranked his neck, got mad, fucking start swinging on him. But it's like, bro, just fucking tap, or I don't know, just like,
Yeah,
yeah, it
if
was weird.
it's I've been put in submissions where it's like my neck's just like, bro, I
Yeah,
even tapped from getting, like, stacked one time because I felt like my neck was about to, I'm like, "Bro, this is not worth it. I'll just tap and, like, we'll reset position." But, like, I just think that for him, maybe there was some more stuff going on, but it's like I saw a jujitsu video talking about that as well, about the whole,
oh
like,
yeah,
yeah,
saw that.
the purple belt and black belt is like, stuff happens like that where you don't have a submission all the way, like, perfect synced up, and it's like,
A
yeah,
lot of
just
times you
tap.
don't know. Yeah, you don't. The other
You
guy,
can't
like,
even
I do
tell.
it, I don't know, and then like
Yeah.
you have to say, hey, it was a crank. You gotta. I'm like, well, how do you fix that? Move your arm lower. So
Mhm.
I mean, that kind of talk helps, after like. But initially, I tap. Yeah, I don't want to be like this the whole fucking week. Like,
Bro, I've
yeah,
definitely been in some guillotines where I should have just tapped earlier, and
yeah,
I kinda
hell
got
yeah,
question myself. I'm like, "Brother, why did I even try to fight out of that?" It's like, yeah, you wanna have that fight in you, but at the same time, you don't wanna have, like, a long-lasting injury just
nope.
because you didn't wanna tap. It's like, that's what the gym's there to do, is, like, you're able to practice this thing, and, yeah, you're gonna get tapped. Yeah, you're gonna get hit in the face with the elbow. Sometimes it's like you can't really predict or plan all these things, but you do your best to avoid injury is probably the best. Because I remember I went to IBJJF Worlds and I talked to this guy named Shoya, and I asked him for like advice for like people who are just starting off, because he's out there, competing on the highest level in the gi, and he's like, bro, he's like, if uh if you're trained, just tap early, tap fast. Like the only thing to slow down your jujitsu progress the most is getting injured, and you won't be able to go train. So I'm
True.
like, I really just try to take that advice in and like, tap fast, you'll learn. It's like if you don't learn a technique right away, it's okay. Just try again, and then one day you'll have the technique down. Oh, my bad, but you'll
Mhm.
have the technique down. So I think that's huge, and like maybe this dude's been a black belt for a long time. He hasn't been tapped, and he's like just upset and just sees red. Sometimes you get those. Sometimes there's people out there who just don't even care and they'll just start swinging. But I mean, it was on security tape, so it's out there now. So now he can't really say anything like that didn't happen, or like you said earlier with the stuff in the gym. Nowadays we have everybody's recording, everybody's like posting up
Dude,
these
for
videos.
real.
So you got to be on your toes. It's not like back in the day where you could just like do some stuff and then just like forget that it happened. It's all recorded.
Damn. Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I'm not sure if that guy's gonna come out, with his reasoning, but it was
Yeah,
crazy. I felt like it was good to talk about though.
a good one. Yeah. So yeah, man. Any other news going on that you hear about in jujitsu or MMA? Anything that stands out
I'm
this
trying to
week?
think right now. I'm really excited for those fights this weekend. I do think that there's gonna be some good stuff. With the like upsets and stuff like Joshua Van, Peter Yan. I feel like we might see one of those guys get the upset win and change the whole division. I feel like being on the lookout for those types of fights and events. And I do want to just like go to these like local events as well. Like when we had
Yeah,
Michael on, it's like those 559 fights, those A1 combat stuff. Like these guys, a lot of these guys are getting their ticket into Contender Series, getting it into the UFC. So just being able to go out there, maybe get some interviews. I think it'll be good
yeah,
to get that local scene out there. But when it comes to like jujitsu and stuff, it's been pretty low key. Like there hasn't been like any big news. I think like Craig Jones, he's always on some side quests. I think he was like trying to expose like Gordon Ryan's like girlfriend for something. I don't even know. I
What?
didn't even know what it was for, but he started posting like mugshots and all this
Yeah,
different
yeah.
type of
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
information. This one might have AIDS. Craig Jones. I'm
yeah, I
like,
saw
I'm
that
like,
too.
like what's up with what's going on with Craig?
Oh, shit.
Does he posted his thing of all his blood work and they said HIV was detected. I didn't know if that was like
Fuck.
real or not. I really hope not, but hey man, just
That's
don't
crazy
don't
though,
get
because
nobody else affected.
he'd be rolling with people though and bleeding and shit, like
So that
stab.
could oh yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know why you would post that, and if I mean that's what you do. So like yeah, how
I don't
how
think
is that?
you can't compete then. I don't think. Like, can you compete in sports if you have AIDS? I don't know.
That's a good question. I hope these guys get tested now. It's like a new fear. You
Thought
got you
about
got
that.
here competing. Yeah, you just start competing. These guys are positive for something. It's like yeah, you. I don't even know how it's. Is it by blood? I don't
Blood.
even know. I don't even know. But yeah, Craig's always up to something. And I think ADCC this next year is going to be good, but it's in Poland, so it's going to be kind of hard to get out there to go
Holy
to.
shit.
Yeah, so it's way over
Poland
there.
out of all
Yeah,
places.
I don't know. I don't know why they chose Poland. Usually it's been at like in Vegas, but I feel like switching it up. So I mean, if you're a huge fan of jujitsu, maybe get that plane ticket to Poland. But I don't know.
That's crazy. I
But
don't know.
that's pretty much what comes to mind right now. I mean, I've been training pretty consistently like the last like 2 weeks, pretty good,
Nice.
and just trying to get back in the flow of things, bro. Like I noticed, like if I take a break, say if you take like a week or 2 week break, jujitsu feels weird. It feels like you're like riding a bike again for like after you took a break from riding a bike. It's like oh, you're trying to get the mechanics right, trying to make sure you don't fall down. But just trying to learn as much as I can and hopefully start training some nogi. I really want to start training some nogi as well, just because it's different. Like cardio wise, I feel like I get a different look when it comes to training nogi. I feel like you're able to slip out of a lot of stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
submission. It's more
Can't just
like
hang on to the
wrestling.
gi the whole time.
No, you can't. So I'm very interested in kind of just switching up my training a little bit, but I really want to start like working on specific techniques each time I go to the training room, just because like
It's a good
for
idea.
for a long time I would just go to class, learn the technique, and I would roll. But I felt like I wasn't really like working on one thing. I wasn't really focused on like, oh, let me work on my scissor sweep, or let me try to work on my De La Hiva, and just focus on that type of stuff. So
It should, yeah.
I think that's going to be my main focus when it comes to this upcoming year, and try to take that momentum into that, make sure we're locked in. And if you guys have any New Year's resolutions or stuff, just start right now, bro. Get beat everybody to the punch. Everybody waits on this like new year new thing, but it's just like the time's the same. The next week
It's the
is gonna
same, man.
pass. The next day, it's like
It's not real.
today's December 1st, right? It's
Doesn't
like
matter.
it's just a
It's the same
day.
shit. It's a
It's the
day.
same
It's the
thing.
same
It's a day.
shit. It's the
So
same shit.
yeah.
It's the same
So
thing. That's how I'm seeing things now too. It's like it's a new year, but it's the same shit, dog. Like we're continuously working on the goals. There's no fucking I'm gonna start working out this year. I'm always fucking working out. Like, like
yeah.
there's no diet plan. It's like there's always like some
It's
diet.
just
Like
yeah.
it's it's like a routine thing.
Mhm.
Like there's certain things you want to step up, like you said, like work on your game, work on some techniques. But I hate all these fuckers that come into the even just like working out. I'm back in the public gym a lot more now.
Nice. Mhm.
They
Same.
just got there's a lot more equipment and stuff. So, but I hate these motherfuckers that just come in and they just quit like in February. Oh, I'm too sore, or I couldn't lose the weight. It's like, dude, it's crazy, bro. And it's just like, yeah, it's like you just got to make it part of your lifestyle. Is what I'm trying to say, dog. Like once you're like, all right, jujitsu is part of my lifestyle. Like, there's no like, I'm waiting to get this belt or I'm waiting to learn to get to this level. It's just like, is this my lifestyle? And this is what's gonna be. It's just part of my life. Just like
Mhm.
working out, jujitsu. It's just there's no fucking I gotta get here in like fucking 5 years. Like not really. Like just show up, bro. Like and train.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
I think that's true. I feel like the setting goals and stuff is always good, but like once you hit a goal, there's always gonna be another one, right? There's always gonna be
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 100 followers. Okay, next 200 followers, and it's like you keep on moving the hamster wheel, and I feel like that's good to kind of keep you moving forward. But there's no finish line. I feel like
There
that's what's
isn't, dude.
important.
That's the
So
thing. Yeah.
enjoying is the probably the main
Yeah.
the most important thing is because like you can always go through the motions, but there's not going to be like this one place where you get to it's like boom, I'm done. Like think about it, like if you guys train jujitsu, you get to your black belt. It's like, do you stop training once you get to your black belt? No, you keep on going. It's like it
Keep
doesn't
going, dude.
stop. It doesn't stop. So whenever it comes to New Year's resolutions or working out or diet, finding out what fits for you, because I definitely was one of those guys. Before it was like, okay, this year I'm locking in. This year's
Yeah.
where things all change. And it just doesn't really work like that. It's like it's a day-to-day thing where it's just like you have to push yourself every
Yeah.
time you wake up. You could, be watching Netflix once you get home, or you could go hit the gym. It's just the decisions you make. And it's like the better decisions you make in the morning, they just carry on to the rest of the day. That's what I've noticed. So it's like whenever I'm lacking or slacking, it starts right away. Like I'll go wake up, I pick up my phone, start scrolling, wasting my time on my phone, and that just sets up for the rest of the decisions that I have for the day. But if I wake up, I don't get on my phone, I start doing everything else I want to do, I feel more productive, and I feel like that carries the momentum to where you want to go. So enjoying it and having fun is
Yeah.
I feel like it's the most. Not trying to get like in a motivational thing, but this is what works for me when it comes
Yeah.
to getting stuff done and feeling better about the process. Because yeah, you're gonna have tough days. Yeah, you're gonna have injuries in the gym. Yeah, you're gonna have like a bad roll, or you feel like your love's not there for it. But it's just like, what can you do? What's your next best step? And just kind of reevaluating and stuff like that. But at the end of the day is the same. You're gonna have the sun's gonna come up. You're gonna have your goals, your tasks that you want to do, and you gotta cross them off your list and get it done. So yeah, New Year's goals should be the same, bro. Should be just doing what you keep on doing and keep on progressing.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go through that, dude. Let's go through the fucking goals. But I think we might have done this last time, dude. But I think that was a good one. You said, choosing these techniques and like, you're learning other techniques in class, but like you have something you're working on.
Hmm.
And I first started doing that like when we found that Kimura fucking
Instructional.
John Danaher, yeah, instructional, and like I was like, cool, I'll try this. But I kind of like did that. I think maybe for a little too long. I don't know. I did that shit for like the last 5 months, bro. Like I said, I was
How
like,
do-
I kept, yeah, I kept
yeah.
telling myself, I'm like, I'm gonna do something else, and then I started looking at wrestle up. That's just fucking hard as fuck, bro. And I was just like, damn, this shit just doesn't work. But I mean, you're right, man. The instructionals for me help a lot. It's like I can watch this and go try it in class, and like that didn't, that didn't work. But you gotta like, you have to do that shit for a while, dude, for like months sometimes, and then it starts working. Like like the Kimura thing from the guard, and like that shit didn't work for a long ass time, bro. And then it
Well, you
started working on.
skateboarded, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Did
it's kind of
kickflip.
like that.
Yeah,
So it's like what you got to work on an ollie.
it's
It's
true.
like those are like the things, and the ollie builds off the other moves. So it's like you got to have certain things to be able to master a certain
Damn.
move. So you know what I mean. So that you master a ollie, your ollie's sick. You get a lot of pop on your ollie. You're able to go into a kickflip, and I think that's how jujitsu works as well, especially working on moves. Like for you, when you skated, did you just work on one thing, or you just try whatever you wanted to?
I remember when I did. Well, I did the ollie, got that. Did the pop shove it, got that. And then I remember working on the kickflip for like fucking at least 2 months, bro, before landing it. And that shit was fucking hella fun, dude.
Maybe
But
that's
yeah,
how it is, bro. So you got to work
yeah,
on something for like 2 months, 6 months, 8 months to get really dialed in on a
you're
move. You know.
probably right, dude. Yeah. So I think, yeah, having those kind of goals, I'm with it. And then I stopped doing the fucking weight loss challenge or whatever. I used to do that a lot when I was like coming up in my 20s. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds, and I'd go hard. I lose the 30, and then I would just start eating like crazy again, bro. Like, so I did it, and then I
Yeah.
kept doing that shit. But now I'm like, the last since we've been in jujitsu, I've always been around the same, between the same weights, dude, between 212 and 220, which is not that bad, which
Hmm.
is cool. And like, but now I'm trying to do 200 and 212. I want that to be like my next range or
Hmm.
something like around there, and just get leaner and
Hmm.
just stay there, dude. Just like that be like the new me, bro. And like that's one of the goals. But I think also like, the studying jujitsu part, man, it's just like on and off the fucking mats, bro. Like that shit matters. Like you gotta, like they say, you gotta be thinking about that shit during the day before you go, because that's how you progress faster, dog. Just thinking about that shit. How did I get out of that? Like just playing that in your mind, and then like that's like almost a day of training right there, dude. If you're thinking about it for like
I don't
3 hours,
even train anymore. I just
yeah.
think about no,
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes the time off is not too bad.
it's not. It's
As
not.
long as you're looking at jujitsu, you're
Hmm.
watching fights, like you're still like, in your body rest. And sometimes I feel like I studied for a test, the MRI fucking registry test, did that,
Okay.
study for like 4 months, and that's like all this shit, and like the test is like in a week. It's like I don't think I can cram any more shit in my fucking head anymore. Like that's kind of fun how I feel at the end of the
Okay.
year. Sometimes I'm just like, sometimes you need a little break, just to like step outside of jujitsu a little bit, and then
True.
come back. And I feel like, take a week off, 2 weeks off, especially at my fucking age, is not too bad, because when I come back, I feel like refreshed. Like I, hit a reset, delete the cache.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? It's
Yeah.
just
I know
like
what you mean.
I'm excited to be back. I just came like high school. You need to take the little vacation. You come back. Like, yeah, I'm fucking ready. Got the new fit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
New gi, and you're like, let's
Yeah.
fucking go, guys. And you're like, so it's
Yeah.
like new school, going back to school. So that's kind of see it too. It sucks sometimes. It was harder for me to take time off in the beginning, but when I get hurt now, or like I just need a break, and I'll come back. But yeah, not too long though. Like you said, you don't want to be taking like fucking 2 months off of jujitsu. It's fucking crazy, dude.
You start
You know what
losing.
I
You
mean?
start losing some of the
That's
swag,
bad.
bro. And then
Yeah,
you get even more discouraged because you're like, bro, I had to work so much harder to get back to the place I was. And it's like I
yeah.
think there's definitely a balance when it comes to that, but there's got to be times like you getting ready for a comp, you gotta be
Oh,
ready. You gotta be
you
able to.
gotta be
You gotta
there,
be
man.
locked in, diet present, working on the stuff, asking questions. But if you're not in comp or you're just training for fun, you can work on your moves, you can work on setups, you can work on just like takedowns and having fun with it. I think that's why we get excited once we come back is because it's like, oh, this is why I fell in love with this thing in the first place, you know. And then sometimes you overdo it, or you know, you're not kind of testing yourself. You kind of get comfortable, and that's like the state where nothing really changes much. And I think that's what helps with a little reset mentally. Um, you know, it could go with anything. It could go with like eating the same your favorite food every day. You're gonna lose its swag if you like, oh, I'm gonna eat this every day. I won't get tired of it. And then eventually you get tired of it and something else, you know, tastes good. So it's just like you have to constantly keep it moving, not get stagnant, not get comfortable. So I think it's huge, especially for you guys out there, maybe training for like a year, you know,
Hmm.
thinking about like, oh, how much should I train? I think it's really up to you and how much you could really fit in, depending if you have a family, you work. But
Yep.
if you're young, you know, there's a lot of young guys out there. You could really take advantage of the time while you're young to be able to get good.
Yeah.
That's how these guys who do MMA, who do UFC, that's how they get so good because they're invested 100% in it at a very young age. And it really tells once they hit their 20s, their 30s, even. It's like
I'm
time
excited
could,
for the new white belts coming in, bro. Like
oh,
I
yeah.
know there's gonna be some jujitsu this year. That's it. This is my year. I'm ready for these motherfuckers. I'm gonna start. That's where you get good at the triangles and the arm bar. That's what I need, bro.
Just the white belt. Just sign up, bro. You just start paying these guys. Just go to like just go to somewhere and just start giving like $10. But I'll just come to a free class, bro. You start working on some drills and stuff. But as a
Yeah,
white belt, that's what I was scared of too. I was like, bro, these guys gonna kill me. Like I didn't know what to expect, and you know, depends on who they pair you up with. They shouldn't kill you right away, you know, but they'll eventually work
nah,
up to it. But um, that is something that I was very like cautious of, like going to a gym, how I was gonna go because I was nervous, but I'm like I don't know what to expect. And then it's like working on an arm bar. It's like, oh my gosh, my arm could break here. It's like, oh my,
that's
like this is
scary. That's scary.
that's very scary. So it's like, okay, this is no joke. I gotta learn this stuff. This is cool. And yeah, and I hope a lot of these guys who are coming in enjoy the martial art itself. Um, you know, you could kind of tell. Well, maybe you can. Maybe I don't know. I have to you know spend a lot more time on the mats, but maybe you could tell who's gonna stick around, who's not. I think it's kind of hard to tell, but you could see if someone's really passionate and really thinks it's like cool. They start asking all these different types of questions. Our eyes light up. It's like, oh, what you do here? This is cool. But you know, it's kind of tell.
Yeah,
I hear it's hard to kind of tell who's gonna stay and who's gonna go though. So I don't
I
know. We'll
think the
see.
ones that are like not for sure, the ones that are having fun doing it, like they're
Hmm.
laughing or I think those type of people are definitely gonna stay. Like quit more than likely. And they're like,
Hmm.
whoa, how did you do that? And that was cool. Not the ones that are like hitting the mat, mad. Those guys, I don't know. Sometimes they could change and they get humbled, like if the professor works with them.
Hmm.
But if they can't lose like that, I feel like that's crazy to me. I'm like, damn, like have you just never lost in your life? Like that's
That's
just
crazy.
crazy. That took so many L's. Like it's not even funny. But
Yeah.
to me, that's crazy. And it's like, I because like even in the beginning, like I kind of had an idea what jujitsu was kind of like, and like like because I would watch UFC and then they would show them rolling on the mats, and I
Hmm.
kind of like understood like, hey, when you're training, these even the best guys in the UFC they get beat up too, they lose. So I was like, everybody loses in training, so I wasn't really tripping
Hmm.
on losing, and I just wanted to learn. So like when I would get tapped out or someone would beat me, I wasn't mad at all. Like I would just be like, I'd be the same. Like, oh, how did you do that? I'll try to talk to them, be their friends, and then later they started showing me stuff and took care of me there. So that's just been like my mentality. Of course, sometimes you can get pissed off. You know, a white belt hit you with something, or or say some stupid ass shit, and then you're like, "Fuck this guy," and then you just kind of go at him. We're still blue belts, though. You know what I mean? So I hope to just be more mature. You know, next year too, because yeah, sometimes people piss me off, and I'm just like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're a white belt trying to tell me how to do something, and that's the thing. Look, like they can show you these techniques, and yeah, they all work, but at the end of the day, there's so many ways to do things. You know what I mean? Like to pass someone's guard, and like you know, there's so many different. You got to find what works for you. So it's just like even if you're doing a technique and you're like, it's not for me. Maybe later it could be, but
Yep.
right now, you know what I mean. So it's like I'm more open to that, but it's just annoying when the white belts are trying to tell you what to do, bro. You're just like, all right, shut the fuck up, man.
I
So
mean, there's different types of like training partners for sure. Like, say you're learning a technique, and both the so I've been in a bunch of classes where it's like neither of us know what the hell what we're doing. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just see what the professor's doing here. But there's other times where it's just like I get frustrated at myself. Like, I feel like I should be able to
Oh
pick
hell yeah.
this up right away.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm not, or doing some drills. Like I remember doing like inversion drills for the first time. I'm like, bro, this is
That shit was hard.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's like my back's bending some like a different way. I didn't even know what was going on. So just trying to work on those things. And yeah, there's gonna be people who are just like maybe rub you the wrong way or something like that. But it shows you how to deal with those type of people in other settings as well. Like, you're probably gonna have like a coworker that really you don't vibe with 100%, or
It's
you're
true.
gonna, these people. So it's just like it shows you how to, you know, deal with your ego, their ego, and just trying to like being able to be respectful at the same time. And if somebody tries to freaking injure you or hurt you, you defend yourself, and that's what it's for. Because I've definitely been in some classes where it's like, all right, this dude's like angry with me, but you could deal with it. You could fight fire with fire, fire with water. There's different ways to do it. So it's like you could be calm
Yeah.
about it and still,
Control them.
yeah, still get the point across without being, rude, or still trying to be like, okay, like, because there's sometimes you just don't want to get hurt at the end of the day. So you might have like a response that's like a little bit faster, but it's no ill intention, like
Yeah.
in a self defense standpoint. So yeah, there's people like that all the time. That's
Hell yeah,
something
man.
that's why I enjoy about jujitsu most as a people. Just seeing like
Yeah.
people get excited to roll, looking at people like, all right, it's time to roll, guys. So it's like, all right, let's go. And that's I always talk about that, but I always enjoy that.
Oh yeah. Promos coming up. I think this Saturday, belts on the line, bro.
Okay.
So I don't know, dude. I'm trying to. My belt isn't on the line for shit. But if somebody's a white belt's going against me with 4 stripes, and which they like to do, the professors, they'll fucking you see them whispering in the corner, and you're just like, oh, fuck are they? And they'll be like matching people up. So if there's a white belt with 4 stripes, he's coming after you, bro. His whole family's there, dog. The grandpa's there, the kid.
The grandpa. The
They're
kid.
all fucking there. The grandpa with the fucking military hat. That
Yeah.
fool's there, bro. And like he's probably like, they were watching the fight. The phones are out.
Been
It's
watching
fucking
film.
they're
They've been
watching.
studying. They've
They
been
know who you
studying.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know where
Watch
you
the
live.
Kimura. You're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, how do they know? Like, damn.
Yeah,
They
dude.
know your
No,
game, bro. Yeah.
that's
So
that's
that's on
what's funny, bro. Belts on the line. Yeah, promotion ceremonies, everybody just comes out of nowhere. It's like, hey man, I haven't
brutal.
seen you in like 6 months. But it's like, hey man, you gotta show up, and it's like, hey, you just do what you gotta do. And if the belts are on the line, go at it. Freaking-
Special guests. You never know who's gonna show up.
No, you
Fucking
don't.
yeah. So,
So
we'll see if they bring anybody. I doubt it, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I ain't really trying to be there for 10 hours. I think it's fucking combined. Fuck, I gotta look at the email. I think they combined it with the kids class, bro. So yeah.
good luck, man. Good luck out
Fuck,
there.
I
But
was start armbarring these kids, dog. I don't give a fuck.
just start flying out.
Who gave you your
Belts on the
yellow
line.
card?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Let me know how
Yeah.
that goes, dude. Let me know how that
Yeah.
goes. I'll be in Vegas. I'm hoping to check out some other gyms out there in Vegas. Vegas has some good gyms. San Diego has one part of the
That's the
best. It's
Mecca,
the
right?
best. Yeah, it's the best scene. So hopefully we could go check out some gyms there and
Go to Andre
just have fun.
Galval,
Yeah, or Atos.
Atos, get fucked
So
up,
yeah, but
get some
hopefully get to
tacos.
meet some cool people. Good Mexican food over there in San Diego for sure. And
That'll be fun.
that's about it, bro. I think we
Yes.
got the fights, got the belt promotion. I think that's cool. You gotta let me know how that goes. But
How did you know, man?
yeah, but just keep showing up, guys. Get ahead of the game when it comes to resolutions and goals and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
And just
Get
stay
on it.
locked in. Get to the gym, train, have fun. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Stay black.
Stay